So, so I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, and I got a call one day from a guy named Chris Call, who is a prop master out in LA, and he's worked with on Tarantino films. And he saw my work online, and he said, "Look, we're looking for somebody to do a '60s era looking TV guide cover as a prop for Quentin's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie." And he's like, "Would you be interested in doing that?" And I'm like, "Let me think. Yeah, I'd be interested in doing that." So he said, "Well, here's the thing. Quentin is looking for somebody to do a kind of a Jack Davis looking piece in that kind of era TV guide." And he explained the premise. DiCaprio's character in the movie is supposed to be was supposed to be a big TV star in the late '50s, early '60s, and so they wanted to show that by showing a TV guide cover with him on it. And I said, "Yeah, I could do that." I'm not too enthusiastic about aping the styles of Jack or Mort or any of those guys. But when it comes to something like this, I mean, that's what they needed. So I was like, all right, so I'll channel Jack a little bit more than I usually do here. And he said, "Yeah, we Quentin thinks it'll be perfect because if a show was that popular, it would have been on TV Guide." I'm like, "Yeah," and I said, "I work for Mad Magazine, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, I knew that. That's kind of how we found you." I said, "Well, if that movie was that, or if that TV show was that popular, it would have been on the cover of Mad Magazine too." And he goes, "Yeah, it would have been on the cover of Mad Magazine. I'm going to talk to Quentin about that." So, like the next day, he calls me and says, "Quentin loves that idea. We want you to do a Mad Magazine cover too." So I did both a TV Guide and a Mad Magazine cover, both Jack Davis homages, and I did them. And Quentin wanted the original art, so I did real watercolor paintings. And I said, "Well, here's the deal. He can have the original art, but I get to hand deliver it to him."
Oh,
So
nice.
I flew out. I flew out to LA. I went to the set of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I met Quentin Tarantino,
Dude.
and I gave him the art, and he was super cool. He was a huge Mad fan. We talked about Jack Davis forever. We talked about Drucker. He told me about his favorite Mort Drucker panel ever in a movie parody. Was the Rosemary's Baby parody, and it was the moment where she was about to be raped by the demon, and all the people are standing around naked, and one of the people is Lucy Van Pelt from Peanuts, just standing there, not doing anything, not saying anything. She's just in the crowd. And he said, "I still laugh. Still makes me laugh." He says, "I just think about it and it makes me laugh." And I said, "Well, what did you think about having your movie Pulp Fiction parodied?" He says, "Well, man," he said, "well, I knew I'd made it when they parodied Pulp Fiction, but I was so upset when I was told that they parodied Pulp Fiction. I thought we'd be on the cover." And so I ran out to get the magazine, and we were in it. The parody was in it, and it was great. But Pulp Fiction didn't make the cover. It was he said it was a Steven Spielberg cover, and he said it just like that. He goes, "It was a Steven Spielberg cover," and then he goes, "Fucking Spielberg." Oh man,
Oh, that's the
yeah,
best.
I
Oh,
just
that's the
about
best.
yeah. So
What a
that ended up being really fun, and they were both in the movie. In fact, the Mad cover had like a long lingering shot of it. It was really awesome, and I got a credit in the movie,
so cool.
so that's pretty cool.
What
And
an
then we ended
amazing
up
story.
and then we ended up doing a parody of the TV show in actual Mad Magazine.
Mhm.
And then we ended up doing another one that was like a little special mini Mad Magazine for the DVD special release or something, or Blu-ray special release something. So I ended up doing all this work for Tarantino and that movie. So it was a serious blast.